Havish Koorapaty from Ericsson. I'm one of the co-chairs of the oversight committee for the new next generation research group that's been started in the ORAN Alliance. So it's great to see this event, with ORAN Alliance and TIP coming together. And of course, a lot of the, talk and the action is all about 5G and 5G advanced and, how do we get all these deployed with open RAN principles and all of this stuff. But of course, it's also important to plan ahead. So, and as we know, 6G is being discussed, now in every region in the world in one or more forums. And so I think in the ORAN Alliance, also the thinking is how do we now plan for what is being discussed for 6G and what might be coming down the pipe, how will it affect ORAN. So the next generation research group was basically started very recently in order to address this. So we have a team of people that are working with this. My fellow co-chair, Tao Chen, is also here. Engwei Ku from Keysight, Tian Wong from VRV Solutions, and we'll also have Jiajin Guo from China Mobile. So all of us are here to present what is going on in the next generation research group so that you can see and hopefully also going forward help us out in this effort. So what we will do today in the session is we will go through about 6 presentations, just presenting different areas that we are considering, starting with an overview that Tao will provide. And then we will have a short panel at the end with some questions and some interactive discussion. So that's the plan. So Tao, please come over and we can start with the first presentation here.
Great pleasure to be here. So today we're going to tell you about what is nGRG, our new research group in ORAN. So if you know ORAN, you know that ORAN make these specifications that use that's like a standard body. But now we have some new initiatives, and we work on research aspect that we target for 6G. And so a little bit the story about this nGRG. So now it's officially established in June, so it's 23rd of June. And before that, we take, of course, several months to prepare that. But actually, when we first proposed these ideas in ORAN is already in last year, August. So it's take almost 10 months to create this group. It's just like a new baby is born. So we're still young here, we move also very fast. So we have kind of the ORAN speed, ORAN moves since faster. So I would like to now give you a brief introduction about who we are and what we are doing and how, and also what is our plan for the next several years, and also some recently plan and to on these research topics. And so first of all, so we have a list of co-chairs here. So this group we have 4 co-chairs, and Havish is the co-chair, and I'm one of co-chair, and also we have 2 co-chair, and they cannot present here. So, and the co-chair is well-presented operators and also the vendors. Then, so first of all, and so you see, so what is the nGRG and what is our way to doing the research? So for nGRG, basically we want to have a place for all the industry in ORAN and to a place to facilitate this research. But also we have some vision to go beyond that just ORAN Alliance, and we're trying to also to connect to the external world and invite the research and the academics outside also to work together. So because as I said, we are new, just like a new baby, and we really need to find a good way to do that kind of research. So that's our also mission for next step. And also we're trying to, in a way that, because it's 6G, we are talking a lot about 6G and also different views. And in ORAN, we have this unique position that we have industry and also we have academic in the same organization. So we want to leverage this industry and academic research and to push together, to work together to push this 6G study. As you may know that in ORAN, we have more than 300 members, and among these 300 members, we have 43 academic members. So at least they are now, some of them are active also on these nGRG activities. And also for O-RAN that we now in 5G, and for this research group, one mission, important mission is that how to keep sustainability, that's to move from current O-RAN to next generation O-RAN. So certainly a lot of topics are needed and to be researched, and the new topics in 6G we had to put in the framework and into O-RAN to see how we can build a new system that include all the current features and also to support the new features in 6G. Right? And then for also it's also important that for this nGRG group, it's in the earlier stage, and we trying to also to synchronize with other standard bodies these activities. So to avoid this kind of incompatibilities in the near future, that for standard to discuss all these topics. And with this mission in mind, and we have this way to organize our work. And the first important thing is to identify the research priorities and also define the research agenda. We have already defined 5 research topics, and we organize it and put it as a research stream. So we put co-leaders and to lead this research stream. So under this research stream, we deal with different research items, and that's the specific topics we deal with that. Right? And then one important work, the actually technical work in the nGRG is organized in research stream. That we define the research stream and do the work, and that's the way. For the outcome of this group, at the moment we define as white paper and also the research report as the outcome, but we also will later on when we have research funding this result, and we will utilize the result and also provide the recommendations to O-RAN itself, and also through our link to the other standard bodies, and we try to also to give our feedback. That's one thing, important thing and vision for this group, right? And then of course, as a research group, we welcome research, and this research will be sponsored and to different events. And just last week in the same place in Madrid, and we also organized the first workshop and a very successful workshop. That's also the way that we do work in nGRG. Okay, so then we defined our roadmap, and in basically 3 phases. So we defined the first phase is from now to 25, and the reason for 25, you know, that standard for 6G will start in 25. So this is the phase, and we do the research, and we analyze this technology and what the potential for technology to be utilized in 6G, and also some aspect and what kind of change may bring to architecture. And we do this research, and we publish the white paper and also research report. And then after this first phase, so the 6G standard will come in. So in that phase, because we already have some research findings and also some kind of consensus on topics and technologies, and then we will utilize that into to support our O-RAN this working group and focus group work, and try to provide then the input to shape the future of the O-RAN, and also for the standard body, and we also to try to synchronize also with the standard body the same directions to go. And then after in 2 years, and then when the standard already have some shape, and then for this group, and then we will focus on how to utilize the results and start to establish the research platform and also test bed, and also try to synchronize the test bed around the world, and to do these promotions, and also the joint test on this key technology in O-RAN and also in 6G together. So that's basically our roadmap. So it's now in 5 years plan, but we want to have this group last for even longer, at 10 years, and because every generation takes 10 years to develop. And okay, so here is some structure for how we organize the work. So because this 6G research is really a lot of input, a lot of topics, and it's different from 5G, right? Because you know the new technology like cloud and also the sensing and all things that should put together. So in a way to organize this work, and we try to bring up first a support from the industry and academic. So we form a technical oversight committee, and we present 16 seats, and that's include 6 operators, and we have a very good distribution from the region. That we have two from US, North America, and 2 from Europe, and 2 from Asia. Right? And also we have 6 seats for industry, and actually 7, because we have this every 2 seats for the telecom industry and for data industry and also for the IT industry. That's 6, and also we have this hyperscaler, and Microsoft is present for that. So with that, in addition, we also want to cooperate with academic, and so that's why we have also 3 very well-known professors, and to also on the seat to supervise and provide us guidance for this group. So you see on the left and the right side, you see the companies on this seat, and also these 3 professors there. And this is a structure to help and guide this research group. And for the real work, as you see that we define in the research stream, and we already have some structures to define those research topics, and we organized, you see here, 5 ongoing research streams. And also more were coming. Right? As I also mentioned, the research stream is on the top level of research work, and below the research stream we have also different research items. That means at least the participant can freely propose some research topics under this research stream, and do the work, and then as an outcome is white paper or research report from this research item. So that's the way we organize the work, and that's the way how we currently operate. But as you know, since we're involved, so we will see how we can continuously improve our structure and to get the best result out of it. Okay, so the important thing is that since we do research, so is what kind of research topic we do cover. So from the beginning, of course, we're trying to focus, not say focus, but try to cover the whole landscape and 6G that is relevant to O-RAN. So we do the analyze, and then from analyze, we define the structure and what kind of key topics we need to cover, at least at the beginning. And from these key topics, and we trying to identify the key priorities, and to focus on those key topics. And you see here from the top down, and we foster this use case, and also this gap analysis of standard, and what is still missing in 5G, and what should be done in 6G, and we are now working on that part. And after that is architecture. That architecture is a key thing in this research group, because architecture is also the key things in O-RAN and the interface, right? And it's also linked to different aspects, all in this figure, right? So then below that is we have all this kind of native AI. That's we also identify as one of the key aspects, and we have an individual research stream for that. And security is another also in this research, and we also have a research stream for that. That's a 2 important topic. And in the middle is architecture and the RIC, and this key and the traditional topics in O-RAN, and also we see how to make extension for that. So also we also to extend this scope, we also have this enable technology like a spectrum, and also software cloudification, and how to softwareize the later work, and also the energy efficiency and green, and that's all are important also to be studied in our group. So also we have some side topics, and let's make some extensions, and so mitigate network, and also how to connect this network to server industry, vertical industry. That's also some topics on the left side you see. So based on all these topics, we found this overlapping between topics, and then we group in another way. That's this 2 dimension. We group in another way and to this research stream. So we identify at least at this moment this 8 research stream, and you see on the right side. But we currently, since we are just started, we focus on 5 of them. So we give introduction on that. So there are 3 of them we identify is important, but we also have the schedule to start it later. And here is also another way of structure this research topics based on research stream, and is a mapping. And so we have these horizontal topics, actually the traditional ORAN topics, that is management architecture topics and those use case. And also we have list of vertical topics that's cross domain topics that affect all the areas like AI, security, and also other things. And also this test research platform is also cover both dimension for the horizontal and vertical. So with these questions, first step we are doing is to ask research questions and what kind of research we really need to, what kind of problems we really need to solve in this aspect. So we list, for each ongoing research stream, we identify a set of questions, and based on that questions, we put our focus on, and we establish the research items to do that research. So that's the way we are organized the work. And now you see the research stream we have. We have this 5 research stream ongoing, and so first one is use case and also requirement, and also that includes the standard gap analysis. And then the second one is the architecture. That's the architecture to investigate what kind of key influence to next generation architecture, and what kind of the changes or new features may include. But we don't propose architecture that, because we just propose our view and for the 6G is architecture evolution. And then we have AI and security as an individual research stream, as we said, that we identify these 2 are very important. That's why we start at the beginning. But we keep this management and sustainability and those research streams, and we keep later on. And the last one is that this research platform we think is also very important to start also in the earlier phase. That's why we already start also this research platform, research stream. So if you see the timeline, that you have this different time and there. So the idea there is that so we're trying to have our white paper ready, that for the first white paper or research report ready by earlier next year, February next year, and then after in October next year we have second round of the white paper outcome ready. That's our plan. Here is what we have. What we have done and what we are trying to deliver and also for the future. But this plan is, of course, preliminary, also in some sense a preliminary plan, because we still take time to really define what are concrete in some research aspect in 6G, because everything is now under research and it still needs some time to converge in the topic. But based on our plan is that at least next year and for February we should have some use case analyze, and also we should have some AI output and for technical requirement analyze for AI. But for AI we have focused on this native AI and cross-domain AI. So I will have this short introduction after this overview. And then also for the research platform we will have a survey about this kind of global-wide survey to see what kind of requirement for the test bed and platform, and to be able to evaluate this new technology at the earlier phase. And then after that, in the next year, October time, and we will have also some output regarding this kind of requirement and analyze and for the architectures, and also the securities and this native AI and architectural considerations and from this research group. So that's basically some give you the ideas and how when we generate some results and also as a white paper or research report. Okay. Then here is the research stream we have now. We have this 5 research stream, and you see, and we basically try to make a balance on the leadership and from different companies and of different expertise to lead these activities. So we basically have 4 chairs for each research stream. Some research stream they don't have 4, but they have already enough capacity to handle all these activities. So you see that the focus on different research stream is show that what use case we foster, we then investigate what kind of 6 use case will affect all-round evolution but we are not limited to only all-round, but it's also to look into general these use cases and also we're trying to cooperate with other industry forum and to identify use cases. For instance, this NGM, and we already have some discussion on that. And for architecture, so we also, at this stage, we identify also the 2 key aspects for architecture. One is this cloud-based, cloud-friendly architecture. So how to make the architecture design more in that direction. And also the second one is this native AI and how this will affect architecture. And so we investigate that. And then for the AI, so for now we mainly focus on the requirement for native AI and cross-domain AI. The first question we ask is what is really native AI means for the 6G and also for all-run, and also for cross-domain AI, what is the cross-domain mean here? Because that's a very wide scope, right? You can see different definitions for the domains. And then for security, of course, we forced to identify this kind of landscape analyze, this kind of security landscape analyze, and then we also trying to go in more specific and to look into, for instance, this kind of quantum key distribution and how this could affect this 6G architecture environment. And last, this research platform, that's the current focus that we're trying to, because it's something like you may ask the question, but since the 6G is not the start and not clear research, but how to already identify this research platform. So that's why we can't work, we're trying to have this survey about from different industry or academic partners, what do they see, the key problems need to be verified, and then from there, what kind of requirement for research test-based and research platform. Because even now, we already have some kind of, how to say, the movement to 6G and many directions, and already the research and the verification already started. That so many topics has been intensively studied. So that's how we organize our work and how our ongoing work now conducted. So and last way, I want to show you that what we have currently the status of our group. So we are more or less 4 months, and at the beginning we have a slow start, and now we are catch up, and we have already set up 5 research items. Yes, so now this 4 is odd numbers, and we have updated. And also for this research work, we have this bi-weekly meeting to discuss the topics, and also offline work to propose. And then we have also organized already workshops and also exchange ideas with other industry bodies, and like you list here, nGRG, this NGMN, and also ITU, and this focus group. So many things are ongoing, and so that's we hope these things were going smoothly, and we really play a good role to promote this 6G development, and also to this, how to say, to promote this all run to the next generation. So that's the overview of our group, and hope you get at least some understanding about this group. And also we are trying to, in a way, like to open it and to make a cooperation with widely with not only limited to our member, but also to external members. So we will define the procedure for that, because that's also takes some process to deal with that. But we hope this will be settled down quickly, and then we are open and to cooperate with everyone and to promote this. So thanks.